I've got one.
Excellent.
Does that surprise you, Chiron? He is a Borberadian. It is his duty.
I heard that you came back after all these... Your screams of pain still...
You stole my daughter, and now you...
She is my daughter. You are the kidnapper.
I wanted to save her soul, and now she's only here.
She chose me, voluntarily, because I did... Because I love her for what she really is. And... Her...
You're fighting over Calandra while her camp may be... Segal, I got you the acid, now finally tell me...
2 tasks. That is my condition. Not the least because I helped you to free... I distracted Azari's attention. I thereby determined the time for the rescue. I wanted to exact the price later, but apparently Azaril has done it for me. I offered them an idea which had to fascinate Azaril. That perhaps it was the traitor's eye. Once you broke your promise, for which I was... And Chiron agreed, right?
Chiron.
He said he would find you at any cost. I did not want it to end.
How? How could you let it happen?
Father, I'm not responsible for what other people decide.
Do you still want to be my son?
I think he will do anything to save Calandra. For that he... The statues which stand in Calandra's camp, I can tell you how to raise them. I want nothing in return, just a gesture. Just a small gesture, a symbol. Near the pavilion you will find the root. The acid you now have is very potent. A few drops are sufficient to turn the incubators from which the awakened were cut to... That will be a sign to me of which side you are on.
You want to awaken the Akaz, those mindless fighting machines. I was there myself.
Then tell me how to do it, Father.
That I cannot do, not anymore. I must be... Segal demands a symbol. I demand one too. In the rooms, you will find frescoes showing the 7 awakened in their eternal struggle. Use the acid to destroy them. That's the lead.
So you demand a second round? This is not about sympathy. This is about truth. Chiron...
These
The destiny of the awakened, from their baptism in the blood of their mothers to the unit...
A story of beings born.
It is the way of... But the fresh... What do you see when you look... Or do
not listen to him.
What's the...
They locked your mother's bodies during Zulg...
Their destiny...
They are...
This part... Your... You wished you had never sired...
The other awakened are dead.
You both...
Near... The...
Azarel's schemes around conception and birth of the Seven Awakened were impenetrable. Kyra knew he would never be sure which of the two men was his real father. The decision had to be made. He must either choose the man who had brought him up severely, who had protected and lied to him for years, or would he choose Segal, who studied Zulgarov's gifts to Chiron and knew his potential? Chiron had made his decision. The acid was flowing, and whatever it touched was reduced to debris and steaming mud. I knew what you would.
Without the things you taught me.
Then let us This crystal can free them from their stone prison. Some splintered.
So I get the splinter.
Good, man.
So
Good.
Father, you know.
She decided against Segal's lies, but maybe she will at least be happy.
Have you?
She will want what is good, but create evil. So it is with all who... I know sooner or later, but at least... Take care of you.
If I could only touch him just once.
Death to the High Prophetess! Burn her body!
Do you have any more questions? Just an ordinary... Names are... But if you really... Later, I knew...
Are you married? Then how can you judge?
If you should see the same... You shall...
But the birth blessing is supposed to protect the children.
I see you've decided for your father, for our past, and for me. We've waited long enough, Chiron. The night before the final battle will be ours. Come.
I want you here on the ground. The whole damn monastery should hear us.
My entire body longs for you. Take me, now! We'll gasp with lust and pain. Our kisses will be bites.
This day you will scream my name.
Now come.
They loved one another. All night long, their bodies demanded more, more, and still more. When they awoke from the rapture into which they had plunged themselves with such fervor, the pillows were drenched with sweat, and their naked bodies bore scratches and bites. On the day of the great storm, Chiron and Calandra met as vibrantly as they did breathlessly. They knew that Zulgarov's gifts had played a role that night, and that they could not think of true love as long as Azari commanded their souls, and the demonic fever commanded their very actions. The struggle of the awakened had to end.
The splinters, do you have them?
Yes. An army of lizards. Once the crystal is whole again, they will overrun Azaril's people.
Good. At least I can count on you in battle.
What's that supposed to mean?
You even need ask. I was weak, and you took advantage of it.
What?
You're so selfish. You talk about us freeing ourselves of the gift's compulsion, and as soon as you get the chance, you make me its whore.
It sounded a little different when you were sitting on me.
I should kill you here and now.
Try it.
We have a battle to fight. Everything else will have to wait.
At your service, noble lady. With joy, I remain forever your knight in shining armor.
A fool is what you are, and a damned handsome one at that. Come on!
summoning.
You fools! What have you done?
Silence, Azaril! Your days of seducing people are over!
You are defeated, Azaril. My people are already deciphering your secret of the Pact, and the power you wanted to use to make us your tools. That power will now bring freedom to the world.
Kalandra, please listen to me one last time. The seals are broken. You have unleashed Zul'Goroth's power!
Shut up, demon whore! No one believes your lies now. The era of the High Prophetess has ended. The new church will lead the world into a shining new future.
Kalandra, what's going on?
This battle cost us much, yet my troop... The portal will take me into Moloch Mountain, the place of our awakening. From there shall the storm defeat the storm.
Girl, that is madness! You do not know what you're doing!
I am the greatest opener of portals, Portifex Maxima! The next portal will deliver my army to the continent. From Razazor's golden throne will I set the demons on one another, until not a single one wanders the face of Aventuria!
Kalandra, you are not yourself!
Minions of the Heptarch, servants! Countless names for those who are able to hunt and enslave us far too long. But with the seals did that bondage also break? Chiron, let us break the chains of tyranny! We are the power and the will to return the people to... We!
I believe in the freedom Borbarad promised, but not that we can impose it on the people.
You had the sacred task of breaking the seals.
What you are planning is madness. Not even you can control the demon or...
Who said...
Kalandra.
Whoever is not... You pass judgment on Azaril. I expect you in Moloch Mountain. Foolish child! She could have been the first paladin.
Silence!
You are the victor, you are... But that won't stop Zul'Goroth. He has already used you and me. Now...
What is...
Do you really think I wanted to control the first paladin purely out of lust for... The paladin was supposed to be a symbol for the church. Young... I granted Zul'Goroth much power in our sphere. You destroyed that protection. It won't be any harmless So, kill me if you must. But no, with me dies...
Zul'Goroth is not the only one you underestimated.
All those fine words could not save her.
I like her best as quiet as she is now.
The seventh seal was the seal of the anointing. The anointing of the... You have endowed us with a catechism.
Burn the book and leave its words in these halls. A disciple of Borbarad decides for himself how he celebrates his faith.
So shall it be.
I have something to do now. Kalandra's...
Once Zul'Goroth has come through the portal, only the first paladin can send him back. The paladin's power can destroy the portal.
Then Zul'Goroth...
With the seals broken, there is no need to kill. You can now take Kalandra's gift, or give her your own.
The Paladin will arise, and he will be free. That was my contract.
And you can save Aventuria and one of your Good luck.
At last. But more important is the catechism. It was selfish and stupid of you.
There is...
The church lives!
Azaril cost me more than my eye. But you have... Azaril is dead. And I'm even more proud of you. Most important, we're both alive. We can save Kalandra. Should we...
You should have spared Azaril, yet you destroyed that. The Master's word will continue. May Saint...
Your victory.
Should we... And so Chiron left the monastery, his victory over Azaril complete. First did the demon Zul'Goroth turn her own pact against her, and then did she prove to be no match for those she had used as tools. Without the new doctrine conceived by Chiron during his visions in the monastery, the Church would slowly but surely lose its remaining believers. Azaril's death was not to have been the final step. Chiron now had a new enemy. An enemy that knew how to use Calandra's ambition and her gift to open a gate into the realm of men. Chiron returned to Moloch Mountain in the company of the man he considered his father. Here the lovers would meet again. Here, the final decision about Borberad's paladin would be made.